Hello, hello, hello. Brothers and sisters, it's a new week and we're very happy to welcome you to our show titled Speak of Africa. We have a whole lot of news for you, but before we begin with a new segment, we want to say thank you to all our subscribers, thank you to all our viewers, and also thank you to all our advertisers. We have a lot of advertisers today, and we're going to tell you that we want to also say thank you to Ayuk Tax Service. Ayuk Tax Service is going to be organizing tax classes starting in October. So if you want to learn how to prepare taxes, Ayuk Tax Service encourages you to get involved, take the classes. Then we also have a whole lot of services for you. We launched a website titled theafricannation.com. This website gives you a whole lot of news on Africa. So we're drawing your attention to it. We've used artificial intelligence. Robots crawl the internet and collect news and post this news on this website. So instead of waiting once a week to receive news from us, we want to make it possible for you to be getting news from this website. And from this website, you can get news that you can use, and you can also share your feedback with us on YouTube. In addition, we told you that Facebook banned us. So instead of complaining, we've decided to create a Facebook clone. This clone is already ready and we'll continue testing it. Some folks have started using it already. If you go online at freezy.com, we'll make it easy for you to use this at freezy.com. You don't have to abandon any social media platform you're already on. In fact, we'll make it possible for you to use Gmail to log in. So you don't need to enter any new information. Just use your Gmail account and you log into afrizi.com. You can also use Facebook to log into afrizi.com. You can use your Facebook account and you'll be able to log into afrizi.com. Similarly, you can use LinkedIn to log into afrizi.com. So we've made it easy for you to start using this platform. And we're going to be uploading a lot of content. Sometimes there will be some videos and pictures we cannot share on YouTube, but we'll be able to share them on afrizi.com. So you want to start looking at afrizi.com. Some content that is really sensitive, YouTube may not want to see it, but because we want to tell you the truth, we'll be uploading this content on afrizi.com. So get used to afrizi.com. It's going to be a good site where you get a lot of information. We'll share some images on WhatsApp, but WhatsApp is also limiting. So afrizi.com is a place where you're going to go to get all the news. Okay? All the news. You can connect with your friends. This social media platform is owned by us. We're not going to censor you. So if you're an internet warrior, if Facebook, YouTube, and all these social media platforms have been censoring you, have been banning you, we're telling you, welcome home. Welcome to afrizi.com. You're going to enjoy it. You can take a look. This week, our developers and programmers and engineers have done a whole lot of work. So they have a lot of stuff built for you. And this is your own home. So we emphasize afrizi.com. Come to afrizi.com. And the final notice we want to give you is one of the medical practices that we are promoting is True Health Urgent Care. True Health Urgent Care is ready to launch. Their grand opening has been scheduled for October 1st, 2022. This is owned by an African family, and we encourage you to support African business. So this clinic is located in Glendale, Maryland. Even if you are not in Glendale, if you know any friends in Maryland, tell them to go to True Health Urgent Care. This new clinic has the most cutting-edge technology. Unlike your average doctor's office, which has only a stethoscope and a scale, when you go to True Health Urgent Care, you get all the latest technology. Even COVID testing, you find out that you can go in, you do your COVID test, and you get your results in a few minutes. That's how these people have taken technology to the next level. And we're encouraging you to use True Health Urgent Care. True Health Urgent Care, their website, is there. We've helped them build 2 websites. And these 2 websites provide a lot of information for you to understand what this clinic does. They have a very magnificent team, a dream team of providers who are ready to help you. So make sure you call True Health Urgent Care. Look at their website. We're sharing the website domain with you. Go there and let them know that Prince Ojong referred you so that they will give you royal treatment. Now we're ready for the news segment. The news this week is dominated by the death of Queen Elizabeth II. Everywhere you turn, people are talking about Queen Elizabeth II. It's just like every other item on the agenda has been kicked off. The only item that is getting all the oxygen is the death of Queen Elizabeth II. We as journalists, we realize that when we look at coverage, the coverage of the death of Queen Elizabeth II is more like mix. On the one hand, you have people who are deferring to the Queen. On the other hand, you have people who don't like the Queen, and they feel like the Queen represents colonialism. The Queen oversaw the brutality, the killing of a lot of Africans. So when you look at the way Africans got their independence, especially like countries like Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana, to name a few, it was not easy for these countries to fight for their independence. And the Queen presided over this empire. So it's like an evil empire. One of the professors from, I think, Carnegie Mellon University was airing her feelings, and most of the Queen supporters took her to task. But we are a free medium. We don't like to censor people. We allow people to express themselves. So the truth is, the Queen has people who love her. Even in Africa, we saw that you have like presidents, like Cyril Ramaphosa, Buhari of Nigeria, Paul Biya of Cameroon. They were clapping for the Queen. But you also have detractors, people who don't really care about the Queen, because they know what the Queen represents. It represents empire. It represents oppression. Okay? If you are from Kenya today, we celebrate the victory of Ruto, President Ruto in Kenya. But remember the Mao Mao in Kenya. They fought very hard for Kenya's independence. So while they are enjoying their victory in the presidential election, they have to remember who fought for Kenya's independence. It was not easy. It was very, very brutal. A lot of Kenyans lost their lives. Dedan Kimathi. We have all those big heroes of Kenya. The colonial past of Kenya was. So we're reminding you.
Now more than ever, it is critical that medical facilities utilize modern, reliable electronic health records. Introducing Alexia HTC, the innovative, affordable online solution for physicians and patients. Doctors' visits, diagnoses, prescriptions, and billing have never been easier. With Alexia HTC, you can work more efficiently with the integrated flexibility medical professionals need today. Schedule a live demonstration. Call or visit us at alexiahtc.com.
Next, we'll move to Algeria. We spoke about Algeria last week, and we're talking in connection with the Western Sahara Polisario Front. Today, we're really going to focus more on a subject that is really dear to our hearts. Algeria was able to rescue and push back over 800 migrants, African migrants, most of them from Niger, who were trying to cross to greener pastures in Europe. So this is really sad, and when we watch this, we've been saying African governments need to do more to discourage their citizens from leaving the country trying to go to Europe. Because Europe is not a paradise. Things are very tough when Africans get there. So we think the better thing to do is for these Africans to stay home, learn a trade that can be profitable, but the government needs to provide an enabling environment for these Africans. Same thing is happening with Tunisia. Today we also saw a lot of pictures of Africans in very, very weak boats trying to cross the Mediterranean to get to Europe. And they were arrested in Tunisia. Before we ran another story on Tunisia, the way Africans were tormented like slaves. Yet our people don't want to learn a lesson. So this really disturbs us a whole lot when we see our people living, then dying at sea. Why can our government not begin to make plans so that they can start helping these Africans to stay home, give them better jobs, so that they will be discouraged from traveling overseas? They will not be taking these perilous adventures and losing their lives. We've said this on this show so many times. So to show that we mean what we say, we are providing opportunities to our people. Sometimes you say, Prince, you always talk about business. We talk about business because we're trying to help our people. We don't want to just talk about a problem. When we talk about a problem, we want to look for solutions. The only solution to this African problem of migration is to provide opportunities at home so that most of the young people would study and get skills that are necessary, that are in demand in the global marketplace, so that you can offer your services while you are in your village. Today, you have the internet almost everywhere. If you can learn computer skills, for the most part, those are the people I'm really interested in, so that you can take these computer skills and provide your labor all over the globe. You can be in Nigeria, for example, and offer your services to people in Britain, the United States, Israel. Already, we are engaging a lot of Nigerians, South Africans, who are working with us. We give them work to do while they are in their countries, and we pay them. So we cannot do a whole lot because we are not big. But we're encouraging a lot more people to start helping Africans so that they can learn skillful trades. Let them acquire skills, because skills, that's the name of the game. When you have good skills, you can turn these skills into work that is profitable. This would discourage people from traveling. Next, we'll move to Ambazonia and La République du Cameroun. The dominant news we see here is the news of school resumption and the decision by the Ambazonian Restoration Forces to sabotage any form of school resumption. That's the theme that dominates the news cycle in this part of the world.
Good job. Why good job?
Yes, as you can see, that is Power FM. For Ghost Town, machine they still work, so it won't chill their fuck up. Power FM, Lucifer.
You want a lockdown? In a year, well, give order. We cancel the first order. Mona respect them. Now we die every day. Because we want the very country. They give God time. When I say Monday pass, where they give lockdown. But I enjoy the one country talk on another year. Now we die for down here. And to turn on now, take us serious. Because the final for now. Now there you go, they suffer every day and night. When I then have Burundi. When I say when I made a pull lockdown, now can machine work on Tom Road.
And a typical example is the bus attack. So many people have talked about this bus attack, and it's become the image, the searing image that is on the minds of a whole lot of people. We're not going to show you the video of this bus attack on YouTube. We reserve it for our website at freezy.com because the images are very, very gory. We don't want to show it because you choose if you want to see it. If you don't want to see it, don't. But if you want to see the image, go to freezy.com, which is our new website. You're going to see this video. The brutal killing of people who disobeyed Ghost Town rules enforced by the Ambazonian Restoration Forces. Okay? People complain. So in war, who is wrong, who is right? We don't want to take sides. What we've always done on this show is to say that peace should reign in this part of the world. When we talk about peace, a lot of people don't really like it. Okay? We try to be fair because our people are dying and we don't want our people to be dying. We are Pan-Africanists and we encourage Africans to be together. But when there is suppression, when there is marginalization, when there is unfairness, then any form of peace becomes untenable. That's what obtains now in La République du Cameroon. Okay? For example, one of you wrote a comment which you sent to us, and we suspect this person should be somebody from the government of La République du Cameroon or one of their stupid supporters. When I read those comments, they raised a lot of questions on the last video we uploaded on YouTube. When we upload a video on YouTube, we try to explain what is going on. We are journalists, okay? We try to tell the truth. But it looks like some of the people who support La République do not like us to tell the truth. We don't sponsor war anywhere, contrary to what some of them are claiming. We are a news channel. We are not a warlord, okay? We are not there for war. We are not benefiting from war. If you want to know how we make our money, check us out. You find out we make our money the legitimate way, okay? We don't make our money off the blood of people. No. We make our money doing real business. And if you watch this show, you see the businesses that we do. Those businesses are very profitable. We have a lot of customers. Now we want to start sharing customers with other Africans. So when we say things on this show, you should know that we mean well. We mean well for Africa and Africans. We're not taking sides. Almost every country in Africa, we consider it our country, okay? I think I'm from Algeria. I think I'm from Ambazonia. I think I'm from Cameroon. I think I'm from Congo. I think I'm from Guinea. I think I'm from Mali. I think I'm from Nigeria. So I don't take sides. I love all the African countries. And that's what I try to instill in the members of my team, so that we should all love Africa. Afrocentricity. Let's focus on what is good for Africa. And so when I look at this comment, I'm going to highlight it so you see what this person is saying. If you think La République is winning, why is it that after 5 years, they cannot protect civilians? Because when you look at what is happening to some of the civilians, they are caught between a rock and a hard place. You have La République government on one side, then you have the Ambazonia Restoration Forces on the other side. So the people get conflicted. They don't know where they belong. Even though the Ambazonia Restoration Forces are their people, but they have the goal that they want to destabilize the operation of La République in their area. So they don't want this to work. So they want to sabotage all the government institutions. That's the goal. They don't want school resumption because they feel French education is bad and they want to ban it.
Today, the 7th of September 2022, General Transporter Life, man for good. General Transporter Life, man for good. I see them. That's the first one passing. As it is going. As it. Probably became a pass. They are passing. That's the number 2 passing. You can see them. You can see them in a transporter. In a transporter. Life. In a transporter life. What is on your own? I look on your own.
By contrast, La République wants to force, and some of the pictures we saw today, La République was forcing young students to hold their flag. Then you had soldiers in a class with AK-47s. You could see that these students were really traumatized, and the students' parents were very unhappy. You can see even images that we got from Mimi Mefo, one of the famous journalists from Cameroon, who shared this photo online, and we saw it, and we took that to task. Next, we go to Congo DRC. Congo DRC is a country we've talked about a lot on this show. We've been talking about insecurity in Congo DRC. But what we're really worried about is Lake Tanganyika. We've been talking about climate change and the effects of climate change. This is affecting Congo DRC a whole lot. Today, you know, Lake Tanganyika is shared by at least 4 African countries, okay? So the part of that lake which is around the Congo DRC overflooded, and a lot of people lost their homes, and we also understand there were some deaths. So we sympathize with those families, and we wish them well, and we ask God to accept the souls that have departed. Okay? Next, we move to Guinea. Guinea is a country now that is ruled by a military junta. So you guys are familiar with Mamadi Doumbouya. He came to power many, many months ago, yet he has resisted any effort to give power to a civilian government. He overthrew Alpha Condé and has stayed in power. In fact, he overthrew him. It was just like a luggage. He picked this guy up like a luggage, and that's how Alpha Condé was overthrown. He says he's receiving treatment. But it looks like Mamadi Doumbouya thinks he has overstayed his welcome in Turkey, and he wants Alpha Condé to return. In addition, you remember Dadis Camara. He overthrew a government through a coup d'etat, and he killed a lot of people in 2009 in a stadium, and he humiliated the German ambassador. Those are some of the highlights of his reign, which was really short. Eventually, one of his aides-de-camp shot him, and he almost died, and he left and went abroad. Then he fought to come back to his country. But now it looks like Mamadi Doumbouya wants Dadis Camara to face charges in front of a criminal court. So how is it going to play out? We know it's going to be further for really a lot of news. Okay?
Hey, yo, Shape, I thought you was going to take me to this place so I could get my taxes done. You know I'm trying to buy a new house. What's up?
Let's get it on. If you're searching for a house, call up my man Prince Ojong, the best in real estate. Take it from your guy Shape. When I say his services are the best in the states where it's born, he even take care of your tax forms, back refunds. So come, get your business done. Consultations, financial organization, fast processing, no waiting. This man is amazing. The Prince.
Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131.
Then, of course, you have Mali. Mali, too, has had a coup d'etat, and Assimi Goïta has organized 2 coup d'etats in a very short space, and it looks like there's a whole lot of attention paid to Assimi Goïta. This time, there's some kind of tension between Assimi Goïta and Ouattara of Ivory Coast. So it looks like Mali arrested some soldiers from Ivory Coast. Mali claimed these soldiers were trying to organize a coup d'etat, and they were arrested. Alassane Ouattara said, no, that's not true. So we don't even know what to believe. So we are still trying to sort things out to gather information about what really happened. But this is what is happening now in Mali. Finally, we go to Nigeria. In Nigeria, we just got some news that some people died because of an accident. 2 vehicles collided, and a lot of people lost their lives. And we say we are sorry for the souls that have departed, and we ask God to protect them and keep them in heaven. But the politics is where the fever is hitting on. The heat is on. You have NEWSWORTHY, the governor of Rivers State, who is making a lot of noise. It looks like he's trying to play games. The PDP now has to decide what to do with him. So people were thinking that NEWSWORTHY would become the vice president under the PDP banner. But it looks like Atiku decided to pick somebody else and left him in the cold. So Wike did not find this funny. And Wike did very, very well during the PDP primary. So it looks like Atiku Abubakar did not choose him because he was afraid that Wike is too independently minded. He's the kind of guy who cannot toe the line. You cannot tell him what to say. He will always speak his mind. So this will not be a good vice presidential candidate for him. So now, Newsom Wike did not take things lying down. He's lashing out at PDP, and he's threatening to reveal a lot of secrets. In fact, some of our Nigerian contacts were telling us that Wike is getting ready to really reveal a lot of secrets of the PDP. And this all boils down to the North wants to dominate. So if the president of the party, like Ayo, is from the North, it means the North will be making the decisions. Why not choose somebody else to be part of that decision-making conference? Why should it only be people from the North? I think that's really what Wike's problem is about. So if Atiku is from the North, at least the president of the party should not be Ayu. Ayu should be fired. Then somebody else from the South should be chosen as the president of the party, the PDP. How is this going to play out? It remains to be seen. But at the same time, the obedient movement of Peter Obi is raging on. It's catching fire. We saw the interviews they did for him. Even Adiola Fayehun's show did a very good interview of Peter Obi. We watched it. Then Peter Obi has been around. A lot of Nigerians have been welcoming him. So he's really making a lot of news. But how far is he going to go? Is the fever going to be for long, or is it going to be short-lived? It remains to be seen. We are saying Nigerians have to make that decision. They have to choose. In fact, the date is very, very near. But before we go, we want to tell you, support all the businesses that are advertising with us, that are supporting our show. Support Ayuk Tax Service. Support Alexa HTC. Support Dynamic Health. Support True Health Urgent Care. And all the other businesses like Bytech 97 who are supporting us. So always check them out and support them because they are supporting the dream of a free Africa. Thank you very much.
Medical practice software is too old. Indeed, all the programs are built on MUMPS, technology of the 1950s, and the programs cost too much money. Epic and Cerner cost billions of dollars. Meditech costs thousands of dollars too. In fact, that's why we created AlexiaHTC.com, a new and free EMR/EHR for doctors. AlexiaHTC.com is built for HIPAA. Yes, magical one-screen technology, ease of use, quick charting, amazing e-prescribing, tight labs integration, multi-office difference, because we believe doctors and patients need a break today. Be the first to test drive AlexiaHTC.com. You have nothing to lose, you have everything to gain. Act now. Call 240-350-1131. Alexia Care Corporation at AlexiaHTC.com. Selling a service or a product? Need buyers? Use the African Nation TV as a channel to reach many viewers. Act now and call Prince Ojong at 240-350-1131. That's 240-350-1131. Act today.